Itai disease, Minamata disease. Heavy metals in soil are threatening our lives. At Jeongamni, Jeongangup, Socheongun, Jungnam, the remediation of contaminated soil is in full progress. The Jeonghang smelter had been running since it was established in 1936 until 1989. Due to the rise of environmental issues of soil contamination caused by contaminated air discharged from the smelter furnace was shut down in 1989. Since 2008, pollution improvements led by the government, such as farmland reclamation, have been proceeding.
장항제련소 주변 토양에는 굴뚝에 인한 연기로 해서 비소 및 유해 중금속이 많이 오염되어 있습니다. 그래서 그 오염의 심각성이 크기 때문에 국가에서 매입을 해서 오염 정화 시설을 갖다가 운영을 하고 있습니다.
From the contamination source, around 4 kilometers in radius, arsenic, cadmium, lead, and other heavy metal contaminations were severe. Especially within a 0.5 kilometer radius, 6 elements, cadmium, copper, arsenic, lead, zinc, and nickel, were found to exceed the environmental standards and pollute even the subsoils. Korea Institute of Geoscience and Mineral Resources developed a technology to reduce toxicity and contamination level of heavy metal in soil, and is utilizing it for soil remediation all around the Jeonghang smelter. The technology to reduce contamination level used in this procedure disperses the soil aggregate into individual particles, separates and extracts the particles that contain a lot of heavy metals. That will reduce the heavy metal contamination level of the soil. Soil aggregate is a mass of soil particles. The aggregate is made up of particles containing a lot of contaminants, such as heavy metals, and relatively less contaminants. Considering the properties of the soil particles, the aggregate is broken up, and then the particles containing a lot of heavy metals are separated in the soil dispersion suspension. There are particle size separation and magnetic separation among the separation methods. Particle size separation works by using the characteristics that smaller particles contain more heavy metals than larger particles. After putting the dispersed soil suspension in a funnel-shaped cylinder and turning the suspension, particles are separated by lighter and smaller particles floating up and heavier and larger particles sinking down. In this way, by separating the small particles, the heavy metal concentration of the soil can be dropped. Magnetic separation uses the property that the particles with strong magnetism contain more heavy metals than the particles with weak magnetism.
비소나 중금속은 자석에 잘 달라붙는 산화철하고 친합니다. 잘 분산된 토양 현탁액을 강한 자기장에 통과시키게 되면 중금속이나 비소를 많이 함유한 산화철이 분리가 됨으로써 토양의 중금속과 비소 농도를 저감시킬 수 있는 효과를 거둘 수 있습니다.
Arsenic has a strong tendency to exist as a form of adsorbed or co-precipitated to iron oxide. We can extract arsenic from soil by the dissolution of arsenic containing iron oxides using chemicals. The contaminated soil remediation technology developed by KIGMR can continuously remove contaminants using the integrated process that combines a series of various unit processes. Through the integrated process, we can achieve faster and more effective reduction of contamination concentration.
2종 이상의 중금속이 고농도로 오염된 토양을 대상으로 단일 공정을 적용하여 정화할 경우 정화 목표 달성이 어려운 현장이 많이 발생하고 있습니다. 이러한 문제를 해결하고자 분산, 입도 분리, 자력 분리, 세척을 조합한 융합 공정을 개발하여 현장에 성공적으로 적용하고 있습니다. 저희들은 이러한 융합 공정이 향후 쾌적한 환경 조성에 크게 기여할 것으로 생각하고 있습니다.
Remediation technology in soil is a technology of life that saves dead soil.